What classifies travel? The definition of travel is to make a journey, typically of some length or abroad. I just wanted to take a minute at the beginning to say that traveling does not have to be some 10-hour flight to an exotic place where you can't speak the local language. One of the best parts of traveling is not how far you go or the distance, but it's the people that make it special. 2 summers ago, I had the amazing opportunity to go to South Africa with my family. For me, the most daunting thing about the trip, which is kind of silly, was a 16-hour non-stop flight to Johannesburg. However, it really was not that bad. When we arrived, we stayed for 2 nights in Cape Town before heading off to Kruger National Park and other local areas. To be completely honest, I was shocked at how nice Cape Town was. The diversity of people and languages that are present was baffling. In South Africa alone, there are 11 major languages that are spoken. 11. This is amazing to me because over 577 languages are critically endangered, and a language disappears about every 14 days according to UNESCO. And as I touched on earlier, I was shocked about how different South Africa was from my personal perception that I had before I visited. This is something that I really want to harp on. In America, every day we are fed a constant stream of news, mostly negative, and often about foreign countries. By this alone, people will become fearful of a certain country or culture and the individuals that live within it. Travel mends this problem. It straightens out the misunderstandings between cultures that many people often have. A few years back, I was in the BVI, which is a British Virgin Islands, and coincidentally, I met a South African who was on a sailboat down there. And we chatted for a while, and we somehow got on the subject of culture. And we started talking about different prejudices that people had about the cultures, and so I shared mine about South Africa, and this was before I had visited. And I thought of it to be as a very developing country, very third world, and a lot of impoverished people. And obviously I was very wrong whenever I visited. There are parts of it that are still that way. And he told me that his prejudice of Americans was that we were all stuck up. Which, I can see that sometimes. But anyway, so this is Cape Town. This is a big port that was down there. This is a photo that I took. And when I was down there, I got the feeling that some of the cities were even more progressive than some of the ones in America. And the people were what made me think that. The ideas that were shared and that I discovered while I was there was nothing like I had experienced before. Let's see. A writer for Forbes put it pretty well. It said, "It is rare to meet a fearful traveler, and it is even more rare to meet a traveler that grows more fearful as they gain experience." I like to relate it to when someone is talking about a plate of food that they love. Might sound odd to the other person at first, so they immediately say, "Oh, that sounds disgusting. Who would ever want to eat that?" Well, for me, my experience with this was I had an opportunity to go out on a 2-week hike covering over 100 miles in Cimarron, New Mexico, with a group of about 8 other guys. While we were out there, we hiked through what I thought was just going to be desert and sand and cactus, and it was not that at all. This was actually some of the scenery. This was Baldy Mountain, is what it's called, and amazing experience. But before I went out there, I just had this preconceived notion that it was just going to be this barren, dry place, and I was just going to have a terrible time. It was completely wrong. Another thing I'd like to touch on is the massively important education portion that comes from travel. So there are many parts of travel that help in other areas, especially education. For instance, a great example of this is study abroad students. In a study done by University of California, the university found that 97% of study abroad students found employment within 12 months of graduation, but only 49% of the college graduates found employment in the same period. That means that they were about twice as likely to find a job. Not only did it help with jobs, but it also helped with student GPA. According to the same study, 100% of the students saw greater rise in a GPA post-study abroad. Students who study abroad saw the GPA rise twice as quickly as a result of going abroad compared to students who stayed in the town. From my personal experiences with travel, it's taught me patience as well. I'm sure all of you who have been in airports before have experienced delays having long layovers for countless hours, and that's just no fun. Everyone hates that. So you can't control that. It's out of your control, so you still have to deal with it, and you learn a great deal of patience from that. Also, teaches a great lesson of compassion. While there are nice parts of foreign places that I've been, we also venture through the developing places as well. And this is in South Africa, just on the other side of Cape Town. These are the slums in the developing area, and it's massive. And this is literally on the other side of the highway, main highway that's leading into Cape Town. So to know what other people all around the world are going through, while I'm in the little bubble of Cape Fear Academy in Wilmington, always stays in the back of the head and just kind of keeps me in check. However, the amazing resilience of these people who live in these shanty towns is very inspiring too. While we were traveling on the bus past these shanty towns, one of the locals, tour guides, was telling us some stories of people starting their own companies and businesses through these shanty towns and making it big and having a very successful life. But they took this situation, a dire situation that they were in, and made the most of it. Let's see. So also, this leads me into opportunity. While also traveling through Kruger, we went through native villages and got to see local, I believe it was Zulu tribe people. And this was very fascinating to me. As we approached one of the local villages, there were 3 to 4 little boys on the side of the road dressed in their tribal clothing. And as we approached, I just was wondering what they were going to be doing. And they all started to burst into dance as soon as we got up next to them. And it was amazing to see. They were just smashing their bodies around and just the most crazy motions. And at the end, one of the boys came up to the van and just put his hand out. And so he was settling up for his time for dancing for us apparently. And so we handed him a $20 bill. And he turned around and was just ecstatic. Just ran toward all his buddies and started freaking out. And just to see that was just absolutely amazing. A $20 bill, which most of us go through within a day or two, to see how it impacted 3 or 4 kids' lives just like that. To see how much it meant to them is just absolutely insane to me. This leads me into one of my last points as well that I kind of already touched on, and it's opportunity. When you travel, it opens doors, period, no question about it. The amount of connections a person can make while traveling and the people that they meet can last a lifetime and can often lead you down paths of success and however you define that for your later life, whether it be career opportunities or getting you out of a dire situation. You can always call these people up that you need to make connections with, and they could really help you out later on. This is just a little picture I took of King Elephant. So all in all, traveling has impacted my life in a positive way. I've learned many lessons that I would never be taught in a classroom, and I've experienced things that